How you doing, Chef Outdoors? Today we're gonna go back to the old South Fork, my stomping grounds, my home that I love. See if we can't pull a couple big snook out of heavy cover. Stay tuned to the end. We're gonna do an awesome catch, clean, and cook. Hey y'all, we're hooked up to something big. See if we can get them here. It's a big girl. Look at that. Heck yeah. So y'all gotta look at this stud. Look at that. Can't even get her on the frame. 31 3/4. She's coming home for dinner tonight. Let's get this thing cleaned up and then we'll head inside and we'll get it cooked up. So I already skinned the back here. I'm gonna go in on the backbone, a little bit down, so I get against the backbone. Get nice big fillets out of it. And what I like to do is I like to leave it attached to a fish. Makes it easier to skin in my eyes. Move on over to the edge of the cutting board. And then I come right in on here. There you go. So, of course, again, what are we cooking? Snook. Why? Because I catch a lot of snook. I promise I'm gonna diversify my fish base. We got a lot of trips planned. We're gonna do a scallop trip up here in July. We're gonna do some bass trips here in the next couple weeks. It's calming down offshore. We're gonna do some snapper and some other stuff and really get into offshore. I love the snapper fish and it's one of my favorite things. We'll get right into that. But what are we cooking today? We are cooking snook. And you know I love snook. I love to catch snook. I love my snook. It's where I was born, where I was raised catching. It's like my favorite fish ever because it's a blast to catch. It's a giant striper. It's an overloaded bass. They're just so cool. Ambush predators, and we'll do a little more how-to on them because that is definitely my fish forte. I'm a strategic snook fisherman. Anyway, so we had a great day today. We got a lot of fish. We had a lot of fun. But what we're gonna do for dinner here, we're gonna do a cool recipe. You gotta check this out. What it's going to be is called à la Meuniere Beurre Noisette. And what? Yeah, right. Old school, right? So anyway, à la Meuniere means in the style of a miller's wife. The miller? Yeah, the flour miller. So like the guy that brought in the grain and ground up the grain to make the flour, the wheat, you know, that's what this is. It's in the style of his wife. So what it is, it's cooked with flour. So basically all we're gonna do is saute it with a little flour and seasoning in a pan. It's not that complicated as it sounds, right? However, we have something called a Beurre Noisette. Now, Beurre Noisette is a brown butter sauce. Now, brown butter is brown butter. It's kind of like burnt butter, but it's not burnt. So what it is it's basically butter that you slowly cook over a low heat to create a nutty flavor, okay, without burning it. Yeah, that's the challenging part, all right? A little more skill set in this one. Anyway, à la Meuniere Beurre Noisette in a style of a miller's wife and a brown butter sauce. So what we're gonna do a tricolor Israeli couscous, and that'll be our base. We got some veggies and stuff we may or may not use. You know, I don't eat that many vegetables. I love vegetables, but you know, I'm an eating potatoes kind of guy. Anyway, we're gonna do the à la Meuniere Beurre Noisette. We're gonna do the fish in the flour, sautéed, finished with a brown butter sauce. And we're not gonna just do a plain brown butter sauce. We're gonna do a lemon dill Beurre Noisette. So what a lemon dill Beurre Noisette is a brown butter sauce with lemon and dill. So we get some fresh lemons, some fresh dill, and a Beurre Noisette. It'll be beautiful. Check this recipe out. So that is Beurre Noisette. Well, it's going to be Beurre Noisette. And you're like, well, what's Beurre Noisette? Well, it's melted butter. You know, there's probably a few ways of doing it. A lot of people probably will do it with just the clarified butter. I always make it with the whole butter unclarified. I melt it down, and the fat and moisture and stuff and the sugars naturally found in the butter, when cooked over a low heat for a long period of time, create what they call the noisette, which is like browned, nutty flavored butter. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna let that cook on low, melt down, and get a nutty flavor to it. It'll actually turn a little tannic color, and then we're gonna infuse it with a little fresh lemon and some fresh chopped dill. All right, let's move on over and start on the snook fillet itself. All right, y'all, so we got one nice fish already ready to go, and then I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna split these two up. Oh my goodness, would you look what I got? You know what I love, my Danko knives. Anyway, we're gonna sit here and butterfly this right down the middle. Beautiful thing, beautiful. All right, y'all, you know what I like to do? A little pepper, a little salt. That's ready to go. All we're gonna do is we're gonna dust that with flour, and we're gonna saute it in a little bit of butter. So here, the Beurre Noisette's almost done. See how it's got like the little burny little pieces down there? Look at the brown color of the butter. We're gonna let it go a little bit farther, and then we're gonna stir in some fresh dill and lemon. And that's what we're gonna top our fish with. So we're gonna do the fish à la Meuniere, and then here's the Beurre Noisette. I'm making a tricolor Israeli couscous as our starch today. It's right here, okay? And basically, you add a cup and a quarter of a liquid, which could be just water. This is flavored with chicken base. All right, so a cup and a quarter, and then I'm gonna stir in the couscous. And when it comes to a boil, we are going to cover it and turn it on low and let it simmer for about 10 minutes, and then it'll be done. And then usually I'll add something to the couscous, like olive oil or season it in any way that I want. You could basically season it any way you want. So there's a lot of ways you can go with it. And then over here we have some blanched green beans that we're gonna saute. The fish that we're gonna finish cooking in a minute, the snook. And then some mushrooms that we're gonna cook with the green beans for our vegetable. All right, y'all, while that's going, we're gonna chop up some of this dill. We got some nice fresh dill. And we're gonna save a little bit for garnish. See, look, that is a pretty garnish. We're gonna lay that over there. And we're gonna chop the rest of it up and put it inside of our Beurre Noisette. So we're just gonna chop up this dill. You wanna leave it recognizable. Perfect. All right, y'all, we're gonna start cooking this veg too. So a nice big scoop of garlic. Ooh, look at that, and the butter. That's the goods right there. We're gonna add the mushrooms to it. And you'll never guess what else I'm gonna put in there. Salt and pepper. The trouble is all that butter is all gonna get sucked up by them mushrooms there. We're gonna add the green beans. We're gonna let them cook in there. Look, we just made a steamer. Pretty cool, huh? We got the veg here. Oh yeah. Okay, and you know what we're gonna do with this veg, y'all? Is I like to finish it with a little soy. The garlic, the salt, the pepper, and soy. We're gonna finish this veg off with some soy sauce. Let it cook down. It is good. Look at that. We're gonna put our snook in the butter here. Oh, it's gonna be great. So we got the butter going. We got the snook in the butter. Oh yeah, that's the goods. Just let that fish cook. Looks real good. Nice. Y'all, we're gonna flip this. Oh yeah, we got good color. Beautiful. Oh, see, that's what I don't want to do. All right, come on now. Look at that. Look at the color on that. That looks beautiful. All right, y'all, here is our tricolor Israeli couscous. We're gonna put some olive oil on it. Just some good old-fashioned Parmesan cheese, but I'm gonna throw that with some black pepper in there. A little black pepper, a lot of black pepper. You know, they like black pepper. Stir that all up. Oh, that's gonna be good right there. Heck yeah. Here's the Beurre Noisette right here. See, it's almost burnt, but it's not. And if you could smell it, it has such a nutty flavor. Like, you would be like, no way that's butter. It smells so good. Put a little bit of fresh lemon juice in there. Add our chopped dill to it. All right. There it is. And that is our fresh dill lemon Beurre Noisette. I love to put things in a form. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna fill our little cup here with the couscous. And we're gonna put that on the plate. The veg. All right, that's some good looking stuff. Look at the fish, right? Boy, that looks beautiful. Plate it up just like that. Our finished Beurre Noisette, y'all. We're gonna put it on the fish, garnish it, and we are good to go. Put a little lemon twist, sprig of dill. So what we did today was we had an awesome day fishing as always, but we did a Snook à la Meuniere Beurre Noisette with a tricolor Israeli couscous, a haircut green bean sauteed with garlic and mushroom, and finished with a little soy sauce.
I don't even know what it is we're eating, but
it's Snook. Good. We're eating fish.
We're eating fish.
We're eating fish. I swear it could be chicken, but it's probably fish.
Calling it something fancy that I never heard of before.
Scaffier.
That just melted in my mouth.
That melted in my mouth.
It is. It's nice and rich and
the nuttiness.
Flavorful. Oh my goodness. It almost tastes desserty.
Tastes desserty. It's an interesting definition.
Right?
Desserty.
Really good.
Can you spell desserty?
Desserty.
Desserty.
No, but it definitely has some kind of rich, warm flavor to it.
That would be the Beurre Noisette.
Which is what?
Brown butter.
Okay.
It's like butter
Makes
that's
sense.
brown, which means it's like burnt butter, but it isn't actually to the point of being burnt. You have to cook it over a low heat for a long period of time, and it caramelizes the fats and the sugars in the butter, which gives it a warm, nutty flavor. And aroma.
like it.
It's really actually a really good smelling thing. And then fresh lemon juice and dill are infused into it. I don't think Stephanie likes her vegetables.
I do. I just want to try it all together.
It's like a flavor combination.
Yeah. I like to get the whole meal in one bite.
Did you try the couscous, babe?
It's
Yeah,
good.
Couscous is nice. It's infused with extra virgin olive oil and Parmesan cheese.
Taste it.
That's very
Black
good.
pepper. It's good stuff.
It is good.
A very good combination.
Did you say there was cheese?
There's Parmesan. I would have put pepperino
That's
on, but we
nice.
didn't have any, so we used Parmesan.
It tastes good.
This brown butter stuff,
Yeah, the Beurre Noisette.
it's the way to go.
Quality.
It's the way to go.
It's the way to go. Beurre Noisette's good. It's easy to burn the butter, though. Watch out.
Really good.
I can't get over how like soft it is and it just melts. It's like
It's melty.
steak, but it's fish and it's delicious.
So y'all have a lovely evening, and tell your mothers, brothers, uncles, cousins, sisters, roommates to subscribe as always, because I need subscribers. Show some love, all right? Hit the subscribe button, take their phones. I can't condone stealing, but if you should happen to come across it within your possession, subscribe them, because we need subscribers. All right, stay tuned for more recipes and fun adventures on the water. Maybe some camping, some fishing, some hunting. You never know what's going to happen around here. And remember, there's always a rough description of the recipe in the description. In the YouTube description, all right? So check it out and give it a try for yourself. Y'all have a great night. The end.
I don't know. I can't believe we're still eating.
I can't
I almost
believe we're
missed
still
out.
I mean,
It's
it's
good.
because it's good.
I know. Here, eat some
Poke the
couscous.
bear. Oh gosh.
Put that on video.
Oh man, that's good. I don't know who made that, but that is ridiculously good.
Stephanie and I did a good job.
I
on
know.
it.
Right?
High quality cooking here.
He's
5
just-
stars.
he's
I
just
could eat a
pretty
bowl
face.
of couscous, man.
We're
That's
really the ones cooking. He's the pretty face.
Yeah, so I'm just a pretty face. It is a pretty face.